Hello everyone, I'm going to do a review on the Black & Decker 18V cordless hedge trimmer, or well, trimmer I guess. It cost, I bought it from Sears, it's about $83. You can sometimes get cheaper ones at the Sears outlet. They're usually refurbished though. I don't like using gas-powered tools, even though they tend to probably be more powerful. Well, for one thing, sometimes they're too powerful for a woman, and they need maintenance, and it requires, you know, keeping dangerous chemicals around the house, which I don't really like to do. And so I kind of prefer battery-operated, or well, actually, I don't really like electric stuff with power, because not with garden stuff, or, you know, stuff like that. So I kind of prefer batteries. So we've actually had 3 of these. It's not that they're bad or anything, but we constantly use them, and eventually the batteries stop being rechargeable, and we could get more batteries because the hedge trimmer itself usually isn't broken. But the batteries are so expensive to replace that you might as well a lot of times just buy a new trimmer. So that's what we usually do. You get 2 rechargeable batteries. Depending on what you're doing, I haven't got a chance to show you guys, but well, if you've seen some of my other videos, you might see the type of yard I have. Like if you watched my painting videos, I showed my outside yard, and we mostly have weeds and ground cover. We don't actually have grass, and so that's the type of yard we have. Depending on how long the grass or the weeds are, we can get anywhere from 15 minutes, I guess, to 30 minutes of yard work done with it before we have to recharge the batteries. We've actually gotten to the point where we prefer using the hedge trimmer to cut the grass rather than using a lawnmower. We do have a battery-operated lawnmower too. Oddly enough, though, the lawnmower isn't always up to cutting the weeds as well as the hedge trimmer. It often dies out. Sometimes I can only get maybe 5 or 10 minutes of work done with the lawnmower because the weeds tend to overwhelm it. So actually the hedge trimmer's nice that way. It can get more work done. It's good for, you know, compact spaces, which the lawnmower doesn't always do very well. It's good when you hit sand, where the lawnmower tends to slide a lot and get stall out. You know, you don't have the problem with the trimmer. It's a little easier if you're out of shape, or like my mom, you know, she's older and a little bit out of shape, and she couldn't really handle a lawnmower, but she can do the yard work, help out with yard work if she has the hedge trimmer. And I have to admit, I found it a lot easier too. I wasn't as likely to hurt my back sometimes because, you know, dragging out the lawnmower, sometimes I had to lift it up, you know, in the, you know, small Florida house. We kept it inside, and sometimes it hurt my back, and, you know, and it's just actually just a lot less tiring. So now, whether it's good for your grass or, but as I said, we don't actually have grass, really. I mean, if you're one of those people that wants a perfect yard, this probably is not the answer. But then again, if you want a perfect yard, you probably are best hiring a gardener. Okay, so there's an instant start trigger. What it has is it has a safety feature where you have to press down on one part and then pull the trigger, or press on the trigger. That keeps you from activating it before you want it to. It's got the handle. It's an adjustable length. And you can also convert it from a trimmer to an edger, though personally I've just often found that it's just easier to use it as a trimmer. Oh, one thing is, if you do convert it to the edger, if it hits the concrete, it will die out a lot. Well, not die out, but you know, it'll drain the battery more. So that's one thing you need to know. And I am starting to lose power here, so I'm going to continue this review a little later.